Hi, and welcome to a short video to show you how Rivery uses local and environment variables to parameterize the integrations such that they can be used in many different use cases. This essentially increases productivity and also reduces the maintenance needed to maintain its integrations. Okay, so let's talk about these variables. The first type of variable is a river variable, and the scope of these is just within a particular river. They can be used to pass data between logic steps and also between logic rivers and action rivers. The second type of river is an environment variable. The scope of these is across the whole environment, and you can use them to pass data across rivers and also to parameterize connection details such that they can be, as you promote rivers between different environments, they'll get automatically populated with the correct values. So let's head into Rivery for some examples here. So the first one is we've got this is an environment and it's in my demo Rivery account. I'm going to head over to variables and I'm going to concentrate on a couple of variables of particular interest. So I'm going to go to Snowflake here, and you can see I've got two variables, which is essentially giving me my account details for my Snowflake account. So let's go over to connections here, and you can see partner demo. I've got my Snowflake instance. If I test that connection now, we should have a working test connection. Okay, so let's just give that a second to whirl away and come back, and there you go. Okay, so at the moment it's populated, hard-coded with my warehouse and role. What I'm going to do is that I'm going to use my variables that I've created with these values. So now I'm going to go to Snowflake warehouse and Snowflake role. Okay, that's been saved now, so I can head back to here and let's test that connection again. This time it's got the parameterized values, and hopefully it should come back with a successful connection. So now what I've been able to do is parameterize that connection detail, and subsequently it still populates with the correct values so I can use them in different circumstances. If I go to environments here, environments manager, and go to variables, then you can see essentially that I've got lots of different variables which are sitting across my environments, and as I use the built-in CI/CD functionality inside Rivery, my integrations will get automatically populated with the correct values without me having to actually change the integrations themselves. So that's environment variables. So the second type of variable was a river variable. So let's head back into here. What we've got is a particular type of river. So let's go to logic river first of all. Now you can actually see here, this is a reverse ETL workflow that I use in my demos, and this particular river has got some local variables, and they've got populated with some particular values. You can see here we've got a local variable called domain, and that's got a value of Rivery 7 dev ed. The account object type is account, and we've got an API version as well. So if we just cancel out of there, what we can see is that these variables have been populated here, and we subsequently use them when we call this particular API. And you can see the input variables of this API request the domain name, the version, and the object type, which were brought in through there. So essentially we can use this child river in many different circumstances to create a Salesforce API record by allowing it to be parameterized and pass in the account type. So let's head over to the child river now. Now if we go to the child river, what we'll see is that it is expecting some variables. So domain name, access token, version, and object. So as the parent passes in those variables, it will get populated. So you can see here you've got the authorization, which will take the access token, the domain name, and the version, and the object ID will be populated as the parameters get passed through from the parent. So in a really straightforward way, what you've got is you can actually create child rivers that will allow you to use them in different circumstances by the concept of river variables. These variables are in the scope of the river itself, and then you've also got environment variables which sit in the scope of the whole environment, such that you can use them in multiple places. So thank you so much for joining me today, and I'll see you on the next video.